and welcome to another Lawn Fawn video. Today we are introducing a brand new set called Ready Set Snow and its coordinating dies. So let's go ahead and check it out. The main stamp in this set is of course the snow globe, which I just love. And this snow globe is ready to be decorated with all of the other stamps in this set. So we have two cute little snowmen. We also have two sizes of tree that you can use to create the background. We have a great little Christmas village. And we even have this cute little smoke image that you can add to the chimney of the village. I love the Santa and reindeer silhouette, and the moon, of course. We have this stamp that's great for creating snowy backdrops for your cute little village or snowmen. So you can just twist and turn the stamp and create your own little snow background. And then we have an individual little snowflake too that you can add to help fill in your pattern. Then of course we have some snowflakes too, lots of different sizes and styles. And we have a larger star and this cute little mini star, which is just so sweet. And then we have a snowbank, which you can see fits perfectly on the snow globe image. Or you could also use it to create a snowbank just around the village without the snow globe too, so you can keep continuing that fun snow pattern. And then we have two labels that fit on the snow globe, Ready Set Snow and Merry Christmas. Now I'm going to use my copic markers to color in my snow globe, and I like to leave the lightest part towards the middle of the snow globe. To me that makes it kind of look like it's curved just a little bit, so I'm just blending these two markers together as much as I can, and then making that bottom lip really dark. So I'm bringing in a darker marker just to make it super dark, and then adding a little shading above that lip so it looks like it's casting a shadow on the bottom of the snow globe. And I think that looks really, really cool. And now I'll add some color to these great little snowmen. So I thought it would be fun to give him an aqua scarf and earmuffs. So I'm just adding shading there under the scarf and on the outside edges. And I can help blend those markers by touching the light one to the middle one. I always have trouble blending these two colors, so I always like to touch the light marker to the dark one to create that middle shade and help me blend the two together. And then now I can color in their little carrots. I know I've said in another video that I always like to use this for beaks. Well, I like to use this for snowman noses too, I guess. It's my favorite little combination for that. And then I thought it would be fun to give him a pinky red scarf. I thought that would really coordinate with the aqua blue scarf on the other snowman. So I'm just doing like fun little easy shading, which is quick and easy to do and really makes the snowman look really, really cute. Now I want to add some shading to the snowman so they're not just plain white. So I'm adding that really, really light gray marker and then blending it out with the colorless blender. And any light gray marker would work for this. It just makes the snowman look a little more three-dimensional, gives him just something going on. And now on this one, you'll see I probably added a little bit too much of that light gray marker on this guy. He's a little looks like dirty snow, but it still looks really cool. And then now I'm going to color this village, and I had so much fun coloring this village. I think houses are just so much fun to color. So I'm adding the shading underneath the snow that's on top of those roofs. And then just adding a little shading to that door. And now I think what's really fun about this village is just coloring it fun colors. I love the idea of these buildings just being painted crazy colors. I think that would be so much fun. So I'm going to have pink and purple and aqua color buildings. And I'm touching that light to the dark marker just to add a little bit of shade. And you'll see when I color, I always like to leave a white area. So I line my light marker, now my dark marker on top of the light, and then I blend that light down to the bottom. And that's to make sure that I really get it light at the bottom, that I don't go over it too many times with the same marker. And then now I can I'm adding a little turquoise to the red house just to kind of make them tie in a little bit better. And then I'm using E23 and E25 for the doors of the middle building. And to make those windows look like they're really glowing, I'm going to add a light yellow and then a slightly darker yellow at the bottom of the windows. And it's going to make them look like there's a light glowing inside of them. And then now I'm using a white gel pen to make that snow on the top of the village look super bright white and really cool. So now I'm going to be coloring these labels, and I'm going to make them just like the snow globe, lightest in the center, and that's going to make it kind of look like it's metal, like it's shiny right in the center, right where it's bending around the snow globe. So I'm just blending, putting dark around the edges, then putting the medium, and then my lightest marker towards the middle of that cute little label. I think these colors are really great for looking kind of like a little brassy gold label, but then I thought it'd be fun to do a Christmas color to bring some green in. So I'm using the same exact method of blending the medium to the light and then adding the dark just a little bit on those outside edges, blending the dark to the medium and then blending that medium out to light and really leaving that middle part as light as possible. Now here are the coordinating dies. I'm going to bend them apart at those little tabs and separate them all. And now I can line them up with my images and hold them in place with some low tack tape, run it through my die cut machine, and have these adorable cut out images. I just love seeing them come out of the dies. I know I always say that, but it really is so much fun. So here is a fun way to see how kind of you can use all of these pieces to create really cute scenes in your snow globe. There's just endless possibilities of mixing and matching all these different cute images. And this snow globe could work with a lot of your other stamp sets too, which I think is really, really great. And one thing that we did is we made sure to design our Toboggan Together stamp set to work perfectly with this set. So the sitting deer and sitting penguin were designed to fit perfectly into this snow globe. They look so cute like that. I just love it. And here's a little final look at all of the stamped images in Ready, Set, Snow. So now it's time to make a card. So here I am, I'm going to be stamping the snow globe onto some thin copy paper, and then I also stamped that little snowbank too. And I'm going to then cut out that middle portion right there with my scissors, because that's the area that I'm going to want to ink up. I want to ink up the sky of my snow globe. So I'm just going to cut this up. And once this is all cut and used, you can use it again and again for a bunch of different cards. So here, this is some removable adhesive. I'm just going to run it right along the bottom of the snow globe and then line that up with the cut snow globe from before. And then I'm going to use some chipped sapphire ink and a foam ink blending tool and just bring that ink on with that foam. You could even use a makeup sponge or anything like that. And so I'm bringing that ink on and creating a nice dark sky. And here you're going to see that I kind of placed my mask a little off. That's okay. I'm just going to kind of shift it up a little bit and make sure I can color in those areas at the top of the snow globe that I didn't want to be white. So there's always a way to fix it. You know, I always do that with masks. I tend to never put them on quite right. So there now you can see I've got a really cool sky going. So I stamped the Santa and his sleigh in some black licorice Lawn Fawn ink, and then now I'm using some Delicata silver ink to stamp that tiny little star, and it's adding some really nice shimmer and shine to the sky. And then I'm going to take my Wink of Stella pen and cover that whole snow area, and then add my village on top with some foam adhesive. Then I'm going to use some of those little thin foam adhesive squares, I love those things, and layer on that label. And then more glitter. I'm adding some Wink of Stella to the snow on the tops of the little village. And then here I've used one of our, I think it's a 3.5 inch stitch square, and I've layered with some foam tape that whole snow globe on top. Then I'm going to cut a 4 inch by 4 inch card base and layer a 4 inch by 4 inch stitch square out of craft on top. Now here I'm using some Blue Jay lawn trimmings to tie a bow. I skipped the bow tying part because it takes me forever. And then I want that bow to stay in place, so I'm going to put a glue dot behind the bow just to hold it right there. And then with more foam tape, I can layer my blue stitch square on top of my craft stitch square. And then add a little more glitter inside the windows of the village. And here you can see all of that sparkle and shine. And I just love this card. It's so sweet and happy, and I think would make anybody's holiday. So here is a look at the card, and then next I want you to head over to our shaker add-on video. We have an entire set of dies that makes Ready, Set, Snow into a shaker die set. So here are some of the samples of the projects that I'm going to make in that video, and I'm going to link to the video above. So make sure to go check out the Ready, Set, Snow shaker add-on video. So this is Ready, Set, Snow and its coordinating dies. And here's the card that we made today that's so pretty, but then I also wanted you to see that you can make shaker cards too. And I'm linking that video above again so you guys can go check that out. I cannot wait to see your cute snow globe scenes. Make sure to share them with us. Thank you so much for watching and have an absolutely amazing day. Bye!